Welcome to the Home Downsizing Show. My name is Ben Souchek, your host and the owner and founder of Home Downsizing Solutions. With the Home Downsizing Show, I want to provide you the information and resources to make the downsizing of your house stress and hassle-free. So sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you for joining us. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Home Downsizing Show. I'm Ben Souchek, the owner and founder of Home Downsizing Solutions and the author of Home Downsizing Secrets. This week, I'd like to continue with our theme with estate sales and how to deal with the stuff in the house. Again, I've talked to more and more people that deal with organizing, with packing and moving, and it just seems like this is a huge item to take care of for especially families that are working with a parent or loved one to with the transition from a house that they may have owned for decades into an apartment or apartment community or other senior living arrangement. And so for this week's episode, I've kind of titled or thought about the idea of estate sales secrets. And so I'd like to kind of go through that with you here today. Are you considering selling your house and moving to a smaller home, apartment community, or other senior living arrangement? Maybe you have a parent or loved one that is considering making that transition or may have already made the transition to a senior living community, and you're tasked with taking care of all the stuff left in the house and getting the house ready to sell and sold. One of the most common items I hear when talking to homeowners considering downsizing or that have already moved is, I'm thinking about having an estate sale for the items that I or my family don't want or need. Although this is a very common thought to have, I'd like to discuss some of the realities of estate sales and various options available to take care of that stuff. First, let's talk about evaluating your possessions and belongings. Initially, you need to conduct a thorough assessment of your belongings. This could involve labeling or creating a list of items into categories, such as must keep, sentimental items, and non-essential or unwanted items. This initial step will provide a good foundation for downsizing and the transition to a new home. Keepsakes and sentimental items. It's important to identify items that are of value, both monetary and that have sentimental value. Items like antiques, collectibles, artwork, and some furniture might be suitable for an estate sale. If items have sentimental value and cannot be easily replaced, you may want to consider what happens with these items more carefully. Donations to charities. Items that are in good condition, that you no longer need or want, and that you would like to see be used or of value can be given to a new home through donations to a local charity or organization that you'd like to support. Something that I don't think most people realize, though, is how picky most charities are. Whether it's because of potential liability or other reasons, most charities do not accept items unless they are in great condition or brand new. Many items that we think a charity would accept typically are not. Gifts to family and friends. If you have items that you want members of your family to have, or that has significance to family members that will appreciate them, this is an opportunity to ensure those items go to a good new home. Let's talk about the estate sale option. An estate sale can be a great way to sell your belongings when downsizing. These sales are typically conducted by professionals who manage the process from start to finish. Inventory. Do you have enough inventory for an estate sale? It's very common for most estate sale companies to only work with sales where there is at least $10,000 to $15,000 of inventory. Because of the time and effort that goes into having a successful sale for the estate sale company as well as a homeowner, having enough value in inventory is essential. Preparing for the sale. Estate sale companies take care of organizing, pricing, and presenting items for sale to potential buyers. They also handle marketing, advertising, and managing the event itself, which may be at the house, online, or a combination of both. For the homeowner, this relieves the stress and hassles of handling all of the details that can come with an estate sale. One challenge that I often hear about is the timing in regards to needing funds to get the homeowner, parent or loved one, into senior living. Selling the house, having the estate sale, or getting funds for the belongings in other ways, and cleaning out the house to get the house sale ready. Home Downsizing Solutions can solve these problems by buying the house, getting the funds from the sale of the house to the seller and family right away so that funds are available for senior living, then having the estate sale to generate additional funds if possible, and then handing possession of the house to Home Downsizing Solutions in its as-is condition, with or without any of the stuff that may be left in the house. Let's talk about other options when you don't have enough stuff for an estate sale. What happens in situations where there's not enough inventory to have an estate sale? This can often happen once you've determined the items you want to keep, items you want to give to family and friends, and items you want to see donated to a favorite charity. Some homeowners decide they still want to try to monetize the items they have left, which can lead to trying to sell items individually or by having a garage sale. This can be financially successful, but you will need to consider the time and effort of organizing all the items, pricing the items, marketing the event, and what it takes, especially your time, to actually have the sale. An easier done-for-you option is to have a company like Home Downsizing Solutions purchase your house and all the stuff in it. This allows you to just make one call to have your house and all the stuff in it sold, making the transition to a smaller home, apartment, or other senior living arrangement much less stressful. Let's talk about additional resources for downsizing your house. Although dealing with all of the stuff in your house to be able to make the transition to your next home can seem daunting, it doesn't have to be with the right resources. There are great estate sale and other companies that help with a person's belongings and the transition to a smaller living arrangement. There are services that can assist with packing and moving, finding the right senior living community. And there are great services like Home Downsizing Solutions that can buy your house, take care of the stuff in the house, and facilitate moving to your next home, apartment, or other senior living arrangement. If you have questions, or we can be of service to you and your family, please contact us. Toll free 855-291-5005 or at homedownsizing.com. And if you'd like a free copy of my book, Home Downsizing Secrets, or we can be of any other service to you, again, just call us at 855-291-5005 or go to homedownsizing.com. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Home Downsizing Show. Thank you and have a great week. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Home Downsizing Show. For additional information and resources on home downsizing, just go to homedownsizingblueprint.com. That's homedownsizingblueprint.com. Or if you're ready to sell your house and downsize, just go to homedownsizingsolutions.com. That's homedownsizingsolutions.com. And if you have ideas to improve our show or topics that you'd like us to cover, or have any questions that we can answer, just call our office Toll free, 855-291-5005. That's 855-291-5005. Thank you.